Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Alvin here. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day as always. Couple stimulus updates today, so let's get right into that. But before we do so, make sure that you guys go down below and subscribe to my channel if you do appreciate seeing content like this. It does help me out tremendously. Okay, back into the video. So Janet Yellen told the Senate that the unemployment benefits and small business aid would provide the biggest bang for the buck. Yellen defended now President, Joe Biden, his $1.9 trillion stimulus package proposal and said that the government must act big in order to save the U.S. economy. Janet Yellen is urging Congress to pass new stimulus bill as early as possible. During her confirmation hearing yesterday, she told the Senate, "Without further stimulus, we risk longer and more painful recessions and a scarring to the economy." It is stated that 82% of Americans support small business aid and 72% of Americans want a third stimulus check. Most Americans agreed that the second stimulus check of $600 did not even last a single month in its entirety. 74% of Americans stated that their stimulus check money was spent right away for bills and paying off debt, which actually helps to drive the economy, helps to stimulate the economy, and that's the entire point of these stimulus checks. But Yellen is warning about long-term damage of not passing another stimulus package. However, there are still Republican senators who are opposing the American Rescue Plan proposed by Joe Biden. Republican Senator Chuck Grassley called Biden's American Rescue Plan a laundry list of liberal reforms. Republicans are saying that Joe Biden is filling his proposal with liberal agenda. Other Republican senators such as Pat Toomey are concerned about the consequences of the $1.9 trillion stimulus package on the federal budget deficit. Toomey called President Joe Biden's plan another government spending blowout and not a form of emergency relief by any means. Yellen was also challenged by Republican Senator Tim Scott, who said that the minimum wage of $15 an hour would cost massive amounts of unemployment, especially at entry-level jobs, which would be cut. Yellen responded by revealing the effects of increasing the minimum wage in the past. Yellen said that the differences were minimal. The Senate Republicans do have the biggest complaints, as in the past, with the state and local government funding. In the second stimulus package, keep in mind, the Republicans did compromise and took out the demands for liability protection for businesses, and the Democrats also compromised by leaving out the state and local government funding. However, this did leave state and local government officials, such as, like I talked about in one of my past videos about a month ago, the mayor of Chicago. She became very furious and emotional that they were depending on the government in order to provide them aid, which they never turned out to receive. The New York governor, Andrew Cuomo, said that he will sue the federal government if New York did not get their fair share in the upcoming stimulus package, and stated that New York desperately needs $15 billion in federal aid by April 1st to provide for tax cuts and tax credits to small businesses and provide for the low-income families. Republican Senator Rick Scott says that fiscally responsible states would have to bear the overwhelming burden in order to bail out states who were in trouble even before the pandemic came around. President now Joe Biden was officially sworn in today morning as the 46th president of the United States. His inauguration was a little far from normal with the pandemic, and it was a little quiet than usual. The National Mall was closed to the public because of the pandemic, but the area was decorated with over 200,000 American flags to represent the people who would be there if it was a normal inauguration. At the inauguration event in DC, there was over 25,000 National Guard troops who were alert for any signs of violence. The winners of the Georgia runoff elections, Jon Ossoff and Raphael Warnock, have taken office today, which means that now, the president is controlled by the Democrats, the Senate's controlled by the Democrats, and the House is also controlled by majority Democrats. With the House and Senate, like I said, now controlled by the Democrats, there will be less gridlock in order for President Joe Biden to deliver on his campaign promises. Former President Trump's impeachment trial potentially could go down by the end of this week. Senator McConnell spoke out on the Senate floor saying that the mob was spread lies and was provoked by President Donald Trump and other powerful people. Chuck Schumer stated that after what Trump has done, the consequences of which we witnessed Trump should never be eligible to run for office again. Trump refused to accept President Joe Biden as the President of the United States, but he did accept the transfer of power through a pre-recorded video, which was released yesterday, that I'll play right now.
My fellow Americans, 4 years ago, we launched a great national effort to rebuild our country, to renew its spirit, and to restore the allegiance of this government to its citizens. In short, we embarked on a mission to make America great again for all Americans. As I conclude my term as the 45th President of the United States, I stand before you truly proud of what we have achieved together. We did what we came here to do, and so much more. This week, we inaugurate a new administration and pray for its success in keeping America safe and prosperous. We extend our best wishes, and we also want them to have luck, a very important word. I'd like to begin by thanking just a few of the amazing people who made our remarkable journey possible. First, let me express my overwhelming gratitude for the love and support of our spectacular First Lady, Melania. Let me also share my deepest appreciation to my daughter Ivanka, my son-in-law Jared, and to Barron, Don, Eric, Tiffany, and Lara. You fill my world with light and with joy. I also want to thank Vice President Mike Pence, his wonderful wife Karen, and the entire Pence family. Thank you as well to my Chief of Staff, Mark Meadows, the dedicated members of the White House staff, and the Cabinet, and all of the incredible people across our administration who poured out their heart and soul to fight for America. I also want to take a moment to thank a truly exceptional group of people, the United States Secret Service. My family and I will forever be in your debt. My profound gratitude as well to everyone in the White House Military Office, the teams of Marine One and Air Force One, every member of the armed forces, and state and local law enforcement all across our country. Most of all, I want to thank the American people. To serve as your president has been an honor beyond description. Thank you for this extraordinary privilege, and that's what it is, a great privilege and a great honor.
So as we can see from this, Trump's main point was that this week we would inaugurate a new administration, the Biden administration, and pray for its success in keeping the American people safe and prosperous. Trump did also leave President Biden a note, which is a tradition that Trump decided to carry on upon. Trump gave out most of his pardons and commutations in the day before leaving for office for a wide variety of people, ranging from high-profile rappers to other celebrities. Hopefully you guys all learned something new and enjoyed the video. I thank you all so much for your continued support. I do appreciate it tremendously. Make sure to drop a like down below. It does help my channel out a lot. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn on those post notifications so that way you're aware of when I do upload my next video. Comment down below. Till next time. Peace.